Green.
Acapulco green. Hey, you ever smoked that Acapulco green?
Long about 20 years ago, I got out of high school by the skin of my teeth. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I did what all the other kids did, and I went to some private school in an unintimidating little town. And the little private school I picked was called Westmar. It was over in Lamar's. It was the biggest town I'd ever lived in, coming from a farm outside of a town of 500 people. But after a couple of weeks, I got bored. So I got on my motorcycle and I came here to Sioux City to see what the big city was all about. And I promptly got lost. Because here in a river town, none of the streets go straight the way you think they should. And I ended up over on West 8th Street, west of Hamilton, way west of Hamilton. Scared for my life. I thought, like a bull in Spain, I was going to die in the middle of the afternoon. But I didn't die. I asked one dude, "Hey, how do I get back to Highway 75? He looked at me and said, So I promptly got out of there, and I managed to improve my position, but only slightly, only to make my way over to 4th and Court. That's where I saw my very first prostitute in my whole life. I've seen some in movies, but they didn't look like this gal. This gal looked tough. About 230 pounds, 5'6", running from a guy who must have been her employer. Well, eventually he caught up with her and dealt her a swift blow to the back of the head. I didn't know what to do. It was the most gruesome, graphic thing I'd seen since calving season that spring on the farm. And I swore up and down if I ever made it back to Highway 75 and back to Lamar's alive, I'd never come back to Sioux City again. But I stand in front of you to admit that was a lie. Because I did come back not 2 weeks later with a couple of truckloads full of other small-town guys like myself. We all went to a bar over by where the convention center is now. Except it was more of a strip club, but not really a club.